Did you know tropical regions yield about 30 million tons of soursop annually? Silky, delicious white flesh lurks beneath its hard, prickly exterior. Soursop, the tropical jewel, is tasty and full of nutrients few know about. What's amazing is that this fruit doesn't only pleases millions. Its economic value exceeds 200 million USD, making it crucial to worldwide agricultural trade. Under lush green canopies, local farmers carefully harvest plump soursop fruits that sway softly in the brilliant southern light. Modern processing plants use innovative technology and human skill to turn each fruit into delicious juice and beautifully aromatic tea. Let's explore the origins of soursop, from plentiful orchards to consumer hands, to discover its global appeal. Let's begin. Colombia is the tropical soursop capital, producing 10,000 tons per year, 10% of the world's total. But its appeal goes beyond luscious orchards. It crossed boundaries to the U.S. From an unknown name, soursop is today a tropical gem sought after in America. Soursop's dark green skin, with scattered spiky lumps, may resemble a prickly warrior eager to draw blood. However, when touched, those spikes are flexible and malleable, deterring small insect pests without harming pickers or larger animals. The tree's seed carriers, soursop, unlike durian or jackfruit, can be made into juice, jam, ice cream, tea, or creative savory recipes. It has 20 milligrams of vitamin C, 3 times more than jackfruit, plus lots of fiber and potassium per 100 grams. Delicious and nutritious, it's conquered even the toughest markets. To produce high-quality soursop fruits, the trees must be planted, which determines their vitality and growth capacity. Good soil is sandy loam, loose, rich in organic matter, and able to hold moisture and drain fast. The grower gently pours each scoop of soil into seedling pots after breaking it up and softening it. This warm soil nurtures seeds and helps sprouts break through their shells to reach the sunday. The crucial step is sowing the seedlings after thorough soil preparation. Soursop seeds are sown horizontally, 2 to 3 centimeters thick, in damp soil and lightly covered with loose earth, never compacted, so young roots can burst through. Even one overwatering can cause the seeds to rot or the fragile sprouts to suffocate, preventing them from growing, halting their development, or even not germinating. After sprouting, green shoots swiftly extend upward, and fragile leaves unfold to show plant growth. Before transplanting seedlings, growers carefully pick those that are 10 to 15 centimeters tall, have solid stems, even leaves, and well-anchored roots. To protect the roots, each seedling is gently pulled from the nursery dish. Loose, nutrient-rich, well-draining soil is mixed into the new pot. Place the seedling upright with soil to the root collar to minimize waterlogging and stabilize the stems. We maintain appropriate moisture to enhance root development and help the plant respond fast. The soursop is cared for and checked for pests and diseases until it is strong enough to be planted or delivered to commercial nurseries. After selecting healthy seedlings, producers place the root ball in the planting hole with the root collar level to avoid waterlogging. The base is filled and carefully packed with soil to stabilize without injuring the roots. Soursop flowers are remarkable because they have stamens and pistils but never mature at the same time. In the morning, the flower is female and ready for pollen. By afternoon or the next day, it becomes male and releases pollen but cannot receive it. This is why farmers hand pollinate. They collect pollen from male phase flowers in the afternoon, store it overnight, then transfer it to female phase blooms the next morning with a gentle brush. This properly scheduled appointment produces huge, consistent, and attractive soursops with a good fruit set. A soursop tree takes 3 to 4 years to produce its first yield after planting. The trees persevere through rain and sun, and by late summer, the orchard is rich green, heralding harvest season. Ripe soursop is harder to spot than other fruits. At maturity, Its dark green skin pales, spikes soften, and the stem has delicate hairline fractures. Fruits measuring 1.50 to 3 kilograms, excellent for premium grade, have these qualities. Soursop is fragile and easily bruised, so harvest it gently. Instead of tugging by hand, pickers use sharp pruning shears or specialized knives to cut the stem without injuring the flesh or stem base. Each fruit is gripped firmly in the hand and placed gently into a padded basket to reduce impact. Instead of hauling heavy loads, canal orchard farmers delicately cut each fruit and drop it lightly into a boat below, then paddle down the rows of trees to collect their bounty. GYU people know soursop is related to custard apples. Soursop has an elongated shape, soft and sparse prickly peel, and mildly tart flesh. But the custard apple is rounder and has dragon scale-like rind segments. Custard apples' creamy, delicious white flesh is revealed when their skin cracks when mature. Unlike soursop, custard apples are smaller and firmer, so pickers can gently twist the stem without damaging. This variance provides two flavors and affects how farmers harvest and store them. Many people confuse these two fruits because of their similar appearance and names, yet they have different traits and values. Each plump soursop or custard apple is promptly taken to the orchard's collection station after being picked. Buyers carefully separate fruits by size, maturity, and appearance. Fruits without bruises or bugs are sold fresh in supermarkets or exported at a higher price. Due to transportation expenses and scarcity, imported soursop can cost $2 to $5 or more per fruit in the US and Europe. However, overripe, scratched, or pest-infested fruits are removed from the fresh produce line. Not all defective fruits are rejected. The processing plants turn these into soursop juice. Processing eliminates appearance defects from product quality, maximizing raw material use, waste reduction, and economic efficiency. At the processing plant, baskets of fresh soursop are pushed through a high-pressure spray washing system to remove dirt and impurities from the prickly skin, preparing them for processing. Picked soursop fruits are peeled immediately after washing and sorting. Soursop's luscious white flesh is delicate and prone to bruising, while its thin, spiky skin contains many conspicuous spikes. Due to friction and pressure, high-speed mechanical peelers rip flesh, leaking juice and reducing flavor. This is why many factories still prefer manual peeling at a reasonable speed, with hand pressure regulated for each fruit. Workers are trained to carefully glide the knife along the skin to remove spikes and the outer green layer without hurting the fragile flesh. Little known fact: the peeling room's temperature is precisely controlled. Too much heat overactivates fruit enzymes, discoloring it. Too chilly makes knives slide poorly. The soursop pulp is placed into a hydraulic press immediately after peeling to obtain a thick, aromatic juice that retains its fresh flavor and minerals. Most soursop is packaged via bagging and canning. Fresh soursop fruits are bagged in mesh or plastic bags to prevent impact and preserve freshness. Canning feeds processed soursop into a contemporary line. Cold cans of soursop juice roll steadily on steel conveyors through high-speed filling and sealing equipment. Aseptic technology seals each can in a flash, maintaining the fresh, natural flavor and preparing it for long-distance shipping. Each method has benefits and is chosen based on the application and market. Ripe soursop adds a moderate sweetness and acidity to a delicious glass of juice, whereas unripe soursop becomes soursop tea. After washing, unripe soursop fruits are put into a slicing machine to make 2 to 3 millimeter slices. Soursop tea's light astringency and distinct aroma come from the seeds, which are preserved intact. The golden hue and fresh, natural flavor are perfectly preserved by even drying these thin slices. Thin soursop slices are dried in a 60 to 70 degrees Celsius chamber. Hot air slowly evaporates the moisture inside, leaving crisp, deep, golden flesh with its characteristic scent. Every slice has become soursop tea ingredients, ready to provide the consumer with gentle astringency, delicate freshness, and a pleasant aftertaste. Soursop is roasted at a moderate temperature after drying to the required level. It improves scent, stabilizes color, and protects all natural active ingredients. The dried soursop is sealed after roasting. To maintain its aroma and crispness, each batch of tea is carefully weighed and vacuum sealed in bags or boxes. Every finished product is a fragrant bundle for tea enthusiasts. From my perspective, soursop represents far more than a tropical delicacy. It embodies the intersection of biodiversity, economic opportunity, and cultural value. What strikes me most is not only its unique taste and nutritional richness, but also the complex agricultural knowledge and craftsmanship required to cultivate, harvest, and process it. Each step from careful soil preparation to hand pollination and precise handling in post-harvest shows how human dedication and natural potential intertwine to bring this fruit to global markets. Yet, despite its growing economic relevance, I believe soursop remains underappreciated in terms of its long-term potential. Its fragility, perishability, and relatively high cost in export markets limit accessibility and scalability. To address this, I think investment in cold chain logistics, advanced preservation technologies, and innovative processing methods could significantly extend shelf life and reduce losses. If done responsibly, this would not only increase farmer incomes, but also make soursop products more affordable for international consumers. Another critical aspect in my view is sustainability. The growing demand for soursop may push producers to prioritize quantity over ecological balance. Practices such as monoculture farming, excessive pesticide use, or neglect of soil health could undermine both environmental integrity and the fruit's long-term productivity. To prevent this, I would advocate for agroecological methods, crop rotation, organic fertilization, and biodiversity protection, ensuring that expansion does not come at the cost of environmental degradation. Certifications and fair trade systems could also enhance consumer trust while rewarding farmers who commit to sustainable practices. On a cultural and nutritional level, I see soursop as a powerful ambassador of tropical agriculture. Its high vitamin C content, fiber, and versatility make it a fruit that could contribute meaningfully to healthier diets worldwide, especially as societies seek alternatives to processed sugars and artificial flavorings. To fully realize this potential, however, public awareness campaigns and culinary innovation are essential. By incorporating soursop into mainstream food industries, juices, teas, desserts, and even health supplements, it can move beyond niche markets and become a staple of functional nutrition. In essence, I view soursop not just as a fruit, but as a symbol of possibility. It demonstrates how traditional knowledge, modern technology, and global trade can converge. But for it to thrive as more than a luxury product, we must balance innovation with sustainability, accessibility with fairness, and global appeal with respect for local farmers who form the backbone of this industry. Done right, soursop could grow from being an exotic treat into a global agricultural success story.